The old saying is to always be ready. To pick up the phone when there's a call to action.
Oh! There's a knockdown!
A Miami iconoclast who has taken the fight world by storm.
Guaranteed fireworks every time out.
Oh!
All ready for war.
Are you ready? Because they are. The action is about to pick up.
QT Marshall.
Wrestling fans, QT Marshall in the ring, Cha-Cha Charlie making his way down the aisle as all the fans here at the Unbranded Brewing Company are on their feet welcoming their hero, Cha-Cha Charlie. He is certainly the most popular wrestler here in Coastal Championship Wrestling League. Indeed he is, Dan, and this is one of the most highly anticipated matchups on tonight's card. Of course, we know about tonight's ladder match, Southeastern Championship main event, which is our headliner. But Cha-Cha Charlie's the franchise, the most popular man in CCW, the king of the brew, and QT Marshall is here to spoil the party. Without a doubt. And if anybody can spoil a party, it's QT Marshall. Cha-Cha Charlie, they love him here in Coastal Championship Wrestling in general, but in particular here at the Unbranded Brewing Company, he is the king of the ring. Marshall in the house with a lot of confidence. The leader of the Nightmare Factory. A big fight feel here in Hialeah. Think. It seems like every time we're in Hialeah, not only do the crowds grow, but Cha-Cha Charlie chants get louder and louder. Absolutely. They love him here at the Unbranded Brewing Company. You can't say it enough. Cha-Cha Charlie. And there he is. Little dance and the crowd starts chanting. The calm before the storm here as referee Walter works, checking both men to make sure they're ready to go. Nothing illegal is in place. Bell sounds, we're underway. Co-main event of the evening. Cha-Cha Charlie one-on-one with QT Marshall. Here we go. Referee Walter works assigned to this contest. And Marshall now starting the match by exiting the ring. Come on. Trying to play mind games with Cha-Cha Charlie. Is QT. And you notice here, no Nick Camarano, no Aaron Solo, no members of the Nightmare Factory. QT Marshall's all alone here, Dan. And that is unusual for him. Maybe this is how he compensates. And Marshall wants the microphone, come on. He's saying something to our ring announcer, Dan Shaw. Yeah, it appears he's giving him instructions. Was going to happen. It looks like QT Marshall's plan is backfiring right in front of his face. A bit too overzealous. Entering Unbranded Brewing Company. He's in the wrong house if he wants that. Finally now, he's back in the ring, Wade. And these two finally hooking up. The veteran QT Marshall and Cha-Cha Charlie. Of course, Marshall, a product of the famous Larry Sharp Monster Factory, opening the Nightmare Factory down in the great state of Georgia in recent years. And Marshall now taking full advantage and mocking Cha-Cha Charlie. And an arm bringer sends QT head over heels. And the crowd loves what they see, Blake. And for those that have not been following QT Marshall's career, you have to tip your cap to him. He took some time off in recent years, kind of recalibrated everything, came back with All Elite Wrestling, and has really emerged in the second half of his career. Yeah, he's at the top of his game, Blake. Cha-Cha now with a side headlock, taking control. And we talk about Cha-Cha Charlie being the franchise of CCW, one of the most popular men in all of the state of Florida. QT Marshall, very well known throughout the state of Florida, spent many years riding the roads throughout the great state, plying his trade. In fact, QT Marshall, a competitor here in Local Championship Wrestling, way back in 2007 at the beginning part of his career. Headlock takeover there by Cha-Cha Charlie, and a near fall. Just about any city, any company, anywhere in the world, this is a main event. But we still have one more to come, the ladder match for the CCW Southeastern Championship. You can see the Southeastern title hanging in the rafters. As Marshall has Charlie backed against the ropes. And now he pulls him right to the center of the ring here. And a headlock takeover, and once again, QT is in control. Referee, I'm not sure what he's doing. His shoulder was up and he counted it too, Blake. Walter works a little overzealous. Now Cha-Cha making his way back to his feet. Cha-Cha Charlie there. Has Marshall against the ropes. And QT uses his size to drive that shoulder right into Charlie and send him down. Yeah, he's a big boy. He seems to be tipping the scales at around 250. Cha-Cha catching the boot. QT finding himself in a tough spot. And of course, Dan, we saw this past week on main event on CCW Live, Cha-Cha Charlie overcoming The mother lover Jake Tucker getting that hat back. Will that hat come into play here tonight against QT? Not if Marshall can help it. Short arm clothesline sends Charlie right now.
Too much running game on the part of Cha-Cha Charlie. When you're in there with a veteran like QT Marshall, you can't play games like that, Blake. You got to be all business if you want to walk away with a victory.
As Marshall taking advantage here. And we know a lot of this crowd was anticipating his arrival. QT Marshall has shown absolutely zero respect to the fans of Coastal Championship Wrestling. Charlie off the ropes, and the drum kick finally grounds QT.
Marshall back to the corner, Cha-Cha on the attack.
As Cha-Cha Charlie has Marshall in the corner. And look at Cha-Cha now. Knife edge chop. Leg right into Marshall.
He's taking a pull of the post with knife edge chop. He's saying one more. He's going to get the fans what they want. But not if QT Marshall has anything to say about it, and he does.
And we know QT Marshall does not want to give these fans one bit of what they're looking to see here tonight. And he continues to jaw jack with these fans here, Dan. We talked about Marina Tucker not having any fans here in Hialeah. QT Marshall's right next to him. Big scoop slam.
Nicely done by Cha-Cha Charlie. It's going to be time for the man goose splash. I don't think so. Possibly the Cha-Cha elbow. Marshall, though,
looking to set him up for those Cha-Cha elbows, but QT Marshall has it well scouted. Slows down the pace and hits the floor.
yeah, that's a veteran move right there. Rolling out of the ring, cutting off the momentum. Cha-Cha Charlie now going out after him, it looks like, Blake, and that could be a mistake.
And Marshall going to town here on Cha-Cha Charlie on the outside of the ring.
Marshall taking a nice sip of water, then delivers a right hand right to the face of Cha-Cha
Certainly important to stay hydrated in this environment.
Of course.
Oh! And Cha-Cha doesn't let him get the water down as it flies all over the front row.
Boy, he caught him right in the jaw with that right hand.
Much to the delight of this crowd.
What the heck?
And Cha-Cha Charlie letting some of the fans get in on the act. And Cha-Cha Charlie has QT Marshall. I was going to say he has nowhere to go, but Marshall's able to escape.
It's always been my criticism of Cha-Cha Charlie, Blake. Too much fun in games. If he wants to get the job done, he's got to be all business.
That's how he lost the hat to Jake Tucker. Thankfully able to regain it. And no fans here want any part of this. And that man paying great money for that front row ticket, I'll tell you what, he's getting his money's worth.
Boy, he's getting every penny for it, Blake.
And Cha-Cha Charlie, as always, delighting this crowd.
And he delivers a shoulder to the midsection, up and over.
Cha-Cha showing off some athleticism, considering the clothesline, picking up some momentum. But QT with the big boot right to the kisser.
He caught him right in the mush with that one, Blake. Cha-Cha's down. QT not capitalizing, though. I expect more out of QT, the veteran. He's not going for the pin. And he's taking his time going back on the attack. Oh, he's going for that hat that many say is the source of power for Cha-Cha Charlie.
It looks like it's deja vu all over again, Dan. I don't think it looks as good on QT as it does Cha-Cha. Charlie now in a very precarious position. Set for a ride. And Marshall stuns him with an elbow.
And he's still got that hat on his head. Goes for the cover now. 1, 2. Cha-Cha able to power out of that one. QT now putting that hat back on the court. No, he put it back on his head.
And Marshall here, not just looking for a victory, Dan, he's looking to humiliate Cha-Cha Charlie.
Yeah, he really is. Cha-Cha breaking free and delivering a right hand to the jaw. And again,
this standing room only crowd 100% behind Cha-Cha Charlie as QT connects to the power slam. Here we go, 1, 2, and Charlie somehow stays alive.
finally, QT taking that hat off, tossing it outside. Referee Walter Works retrieving the hat.
And Marshall dropping those elbows. Oh, and now driving that boot right across the face and stepping right over Cha-Cha.
Just adding insult to injury. Standing right on his face.
As Marshall looking out to this crowd. The fans, whether you like him or not, Dan, he is in control.
100%. The fans are trying to will Cha-Cha back to his feet. When you hear the Cha-Cha chants here at Unbranded Brewing Company.
And Marshall grabs the chin lock, really trying to wear down Cha-Cha Charlie.
He's got both forearms dug into the temples of Cha-Cha Charlie, squeezing, and that's got to hurt Blake. He's trying to put pressure on the back and neck with all of his body weight. And of course the head being squeezed by the forearms, really trying to wear Cha-Cha down. Cha-Cha needs to get back to his feet, alleviate some of that pressure. He's doing so now.
Cha-Cha trying to get back to a vertical base here as Cha-Cha Charlie emerges out of his chin lock with a series of elbows. And Charlie sends Marshall to the far side corner and eats another boot. And Marshall looking to load up here with a clothesline. And Charlie lets out a turn inside out.
Desperation clothesline by Cha-Cha really did the trick. QT turned inside out. Cha-Cha flat down on his stomach though. Both men now trying to make their way back to their feet.
And this might be a chance for Cha-Cha Charlie to start thinking about that Mangu splash. Can he put QT Marshall in position to go all the way upstairs and come right on down?
He's got to put him in the right spot right now. QT's quicker to his feet. QT Marshall standing. Now Cha-Cha finally up to his feet. Blocks the right hand, delivers one of his own. Cha-Cha Charlie now on the attack.
And again, QT goes for the right hand and Charlie put on the brakes. QT's rocking and rolling.
He's on rubber legs, Blake.
He looks to be on Dream Street here as Cha-Cha Charlie fired away. And QT right back to his feet, but I think he's out on his feet. Walter Works might need to check in here.
Pair of clotheslines. QT staggers back to the corner. Here comes Cha-Cha Charlie.
As QT Marshall here, the Irish Rip reversal to Cha-Cha Charlie. Charlie escapes out of the corner. Off the ropes goes Cha-Cha, nuts underneath the clothesline. And Charlie connects with the swing blade.
He got all that one, Blake. He's got to cover him. He could have a victory right here. Get over there, Charlie.
The victory is in sight. Cha-Cha Charlie. Charlie now gonna put Marshall in position. He could be setting him up for the suplex. That's step one before the Mangu splash.
We can see the end of QT Marshall right here. We got him.
Michinoku driver, 1, 2, 2.5.
Oh, so close, Blake.
Walter Works. His hand was about to touch the mat for a third time, and somehow QT Marshall's shoulder emerges.
Unbelievable. Cha-Cha's got to put him away now. He's got him rocking and reeling. He needs to put the nail in the casket right now and pin QT Marshall. Oh, but Marshall back up with a double thrust right to the throat. A desperation move, followed by a boot. Now look, he's going for the pile driver or possibly a powerbomb.
He's putting him in position here, Dan. Marshall, he is going for the pile driver. That's still legal in the state of Florida. Off the ropes goes Cha-Cha with the leg lariat and a short leg drop. And he could be setting up here. Cha-Cha elbows on the way.
He nailed it, countering Cha-Cha.
He connects, this should do it. Hooks the leg, 1, 2, Cha-Cha's gonna win it. No, he does not.
Oh, so close. Marshall powers out. Give credit where credit is due, Blake. He's got intestinal fortitude. This is a grizzly veteran, and it's going to take a lot to pin his shoulders to the mat. And the Cha-Cha elbow wasn't enough.
Charlie getting closer and closer to that victory here, but QT Marshall will not go away.
It's going to take the Mangoose Flash to put him away, Blake. I know it.
Marshall here back to a vertical base. Cha-Cha going for the backstabber. And QT holds on to the top rope, but that might have just saved him. Marshall set him up one more time. Sit-up powerbomb. 1, 2, oh! And Charlie at 2 3/4.
A millimeter from hitting the mat was Walter Wert's hand. Unbelievable. What guts by Cha-Cha. I couldn't believe what I just saw. I thought he had him, Blake. And perfectly executed powerbomb, sit-out powerbomb, and Cha-Cha somehow was able to get his shoulder up.
QT Marshall's going to need to dig a page or two deeper in that playbook here, Dan. He thought that was all. And it looks like he's going for the diamond cutter.
That's what it appears.
Measuring up Cha-Cha. Goes for the diamond cutter. Well scouted by Charlie.
He got it with the backstabber.
And look, QT's in position. Charlie's climbing.
He saw it. He saw him land. He saw right where he was. Cha-Cha Charlie now. He's going to go to the top. If he puts that hat on and nails the Mangoose Flash, he's calling a night, Blake. He's over.
He's never lost. Connecting with the Mangoose Flash with the hat on. Charlie puts the hat on. Marshall's in a supine position. Cha-Cha's all the way upstairs. Here we go. Mangoose Flash. Wait a minute. It's Lou Spector. What the hell's Lou Spector?
Come on. Referee, you idiot. Come on, Walter. Turn around.
Lou Spector's out here. We know QT Marshall's not a part of the resident scumbags.
And come on, referee. Lou Spector just clutching Walter Wertz. Not even letting him get away. Cha-Cha Charlie. He's got his hands on Lou Spector. I hope he takes his block off.
Cha-Cha Charlie and Lou Spector been going after each other for weeks. There's a roll-up.
He had a handful of tights against the pin. And a fan over the guardrail.
Marshall. He's going to get out of Dodge. He's on the first flight back to Atlanta, Georgia. And he just stole a victory from Cha-Cha Charlie.
Man, oh man, a Chevy plate. That was highway robbery. He had a handful of tights. He was pinned with a frog splash. He could have counted the 5 or 6. And of course, Lou Spector, I don't know where he has any skin in this game, but making his presence felt, distracting the referee, and costing Cha-Cha Charlie the match.
He's been following on social media in recent weeks. Charlie and Spector have been going back and forth. But I don't see anything that this match had to do with Lou Spector.
He had no skin in the game. None.
And Cha-Cha Charlie gets robbed here in Hialeah.
Accidents happen. If you've been injured in an accident, get the compensation you deserve. At gotinjured.com, we're here to help you take your life back. Give us a call or visit us online at gotinjured.com now to learn more.
Hey CCW fans, Minutes to the Bell Time is your one-stop shop for pro wrestling news and information. Stay up to date with the daily wrestling news show, the Body Slam Brigade newsletter, and check out our social media for daily updates. Find out more by following Minutes to the Bell Time on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, and Twitter.
a six-tool product. Anthony Catena makes his entrance. He's looking to chase his first gold here at CCW.
Catena, unbelievable competitor, has had his problems with Jackal Stevens from day one. His first appearance here at the Unbranded Brewing Company some 4 months ago came within inches of taking that title from Jackal Stevens. Followed that up with a beer drinking contest. He came up on the short end of the stick of that. Jackal Stevens losing to him last month via disqualification. And now the title hangs from the rafters here at the Unbranded Brewing Company. And one man will walk away with the Southeastern title.
We should have known when they signed the contract and had that beer drinking contest, things were not going to go right on that front as it relates to these two. But Jackal Stevens has a great opportunity tonight to hopefully put Anthony Catena to bed for good. And we know they dance when Cha-Cha Charlie comes, but it's time for a little Jackal Jig here at Hialeah.
They love Jackal Stevens here. He's so hot right now.
As if Stevens can climb those rungs without ladders in the center of the ring and secure his championship, he will overcome the odds.
One important factor here we have to take a look at, Blake, is the height advantage of Anthony Catena. He's got about 6 inches on Jackal Stevens. That's going to only assist him in reaching that strap.
And Jackal Stevens looking very focused here. Sometimes a bit of a jokester, but he's all business tonight.
And he's going to have to be if he wants to wrest that title in the rafters here.
So both men have entered, and now we head back to our ring announcer, Daniel Shaw, to set the table for our main event. Southeastern title, ladder match. Here we go. So here we go, Dan. It is time for the Southeastern title.
Blake, we've been waiting for this one all night. It's finally upon us. As we wait for the referee to call for the bell, giving final instructions. And there it is, Blake. The bell sounds, and this one is underway.
Big fight feel here in Hialeah, ladder match for the Southeastern Championship. Highly anticipated affair here in this series of bouts between Catena and Stevens. And here we go right in the center of the ring.
Jackal Stevens with the early advantage, several right hands, blocked the first two by Catena.
Oh, and the hard Irish whip. And the momentum sends the 6'4 Catena all the way up and over, down to the floor into the guardrail. And Jackal Stevens immediately going for the ladder, and he's trying to go to work.
He's wasting no time whatsoever. And why not? If he can get up there now, get that belt, he's not getting paid by the minute, Blake.
Stevens looking to overcome the odds here. We talked about his packed schedule in recent weeks as he's climbing. As Jackal Stevens now pulled off by Anthony Catena.
Jackal Stevens underneath the ladder, and it proved to be bad luck, Blake, as he came back and caught her right in the face.
As Jackal Stevens is down and Anthony Catena will make his first ascent up the ladder.
With the height of Catena, Blake, he's only got to get up about 4 rungs. I think he had
and that is a huge advantage in this bout.
An absolute tremendous advantage. He got about 6 inches on Jackal Stevens. Stevens, though, wisely holding onto those ropes, not spilling out to the floor, and now delivers a shoulder block.
And Stevens, from the outside in, may have slipped a bit there, and he's going to go right for the ladder. And Catena pushes the ladder, and Stevens collides with the opposite side of the ropes.
Referee Bruce Owens better be careful in there.
And Dan, Bruce Owens' job is essentially just to declare a winner. There really aren't any rules in this environment.
Yeah, I'm really not sure why he's even in the ring. I think he'd be better served to be outside, to be honest with you.
The senior official always putting himself right in the middle of the action. Off the ropes he goes to Jackal Stevens. Stevens goes for the springboard. That connects with the crossbody.
What in the world is Bruce Owens doing? That's a senior moment if I've ever seen one.
A senior moment from the senior official. And Jackal Stevens, the instincts have kicked in.
Bruce Owens acknowledging the fact that,
And Stevens now
he's on autopilot, Blake.
going to grab the ladder. If you've been in the business as long as Bruce Owens, you're essentially sleepwalking in that ring.
Yeah.
As Catena trying to take advantage here, the 6-tool product, the Irish Whip reversal, and he collines with the ladder.
Boy, he just bounced right off it. That is a solid built ladder.
And the question I have here, if there's damage done to this ladder and it hurts their ability to climb, how are these men going to secure the championship?
Maybe somebody's going to be standing on the shoulders of Bruce Owens. I don't know. Or maybe there's some other ladders around.
And that's where the height does come into play for Anthony Catena. He can get a little bit more creative than Jackal Stevens, perhaps. A good 6-inch height advantage for Catena in this matchup.
Maybe drag a table out. I don't know. You got to do what you got to do. But right now, the ladder's intact.
As Catena now looking to avoid the ladder once again, and Stevens is going to be set with the back body drop right into the ladder.
Man, and that is one solid ladder. It did not bend a bit, and Jackal Stevens just bounced off of it, all of his weight coming crashing down that fiberglass ladder.
Both men are down here as Catena looking to take control. And the 6-tool product just drops that ladder right across the CCW Southeastern champion.
Driving the top of that ladder right in the ribcage, Blake.
Nearly colliding with the belt on the other end. And Jackal Stevens, arguably the most decorated CCW Southeastern champion in CCW history. And Catena with the Beal, just launching Stevens halfway across the ring.
The champ's in trouble now, but Catena opting to go to the outside rather than set that ladder back up underneath the belt. And he's going for a treasure hunt. And he found a chair under there, Blake. What else is under there?
Looking through the goodies underneath the ring.
2 steel chairs tossed into the ring.
Is the challenger.
He's got a table, Blake.
You called it, Dan. The plunder is emerging. As Catena inside the ring, looking to take control, and remember, no DQ, no count out here, no pinfalls or submissions for that matter.
Yep, the only way to win this one is to retrieve that title. Nice neck breaker there.
As Stevens looks very focused, rather, Catena looks very focused in his bout against Stevens. As Anthony Catena looking to really take a leap in his career tonight.
Now he's been hunting for this title since his first appearance here in CCW, and now is the most probable time for him to capture it.
And Catena here trying to set up this table. You have to imagine he's going to attempt to put Stevens through it. There goes the Ram, Stevens right to the table, and Jackal reverses it. And the Southeastern champion trying to regain an advantage here.
Catena down on his back for seemingly the first time tonight. He's got a steel chair in his hand, Blake, as Stevens tries to put the ladder in the spot that he wants it.
Jackal Stevens needs to be careful. He's encouraging Catena to come at him with the chair. And there's a clothesline. Jackal Stevens putting his own body on the line.
Both men now over the top to the outside. Out of our view.
And this crowd very much liking what they're seeing here at Unbranded Brewing Company. As Bruce Owens, what in the world, passing off the chair to Jackal Stevens. And it looks like Jackal might have been looking for a concerto.
Yeah, he was looking to clack the cymbals across the head. Oh man, is that it? Stevens had that chair up, getting ready to swing it. Catena was ahead of him by a step and a half, and he slammed the steel chair into the chair that Stevens was holding, and Stevens is flat on his back on the concrete floor here.
And when Stevens meets LNS2S Martinez this Tuesday on CCW Live, there's no way he won't be feeling that chair shot.
There's no way he can be 100%.
As Anthony Catena in full control here. And he's going to dump Stevens over the guardrail into the crowd.
Wisely, Catena not following after him, instead going to the ring, retrieving that ladder. He's all by himself, Blake. All he's got to do is climb up. Stevens still on the outside, now finally back to his feet, climbing within the barricades, and quickly he's up on the apron of the ring as Catena,
And Stevens, out of desperation, knocks the ladder off. Catena falls down, and the title is still hanging in the balance.
he tweaked his knee on the way down, did Catena. He landed hard in an awkward position and clutched his knee. This is the opening that Jackal could have been waiting for. Now he's got to climb that ladder and get that belt. Catena is in much worse for wear. He can't get back to his feet. That knee is certainly injured.
This crowd very much enjoying what they're seeing in tonight's main event. This is the one they bought the ticket for. As Stevens trying to get back to his feet here, Catena back inside the ring. There's a thumb to the eye, but once again, Dan, completely legal here.
He drives him face first into the second turnbuckle, and now Catena back rolling outside of the ring. He seems to have recovered from that knee injury. He's limping a slight bit.
And it looks like Catena's looking for some more plunder.
And he's got that steel chair.
Another one, as Stevens here, climbing for the rungs of the ladder. But here comes the six-tool product, and Anthony Catena goes for the big swing, and Stevens grabs him, and there's the atomic drop.
A back kick coming out the second rope. Kick that chair right in the face of Catena. What a beautiful maneuver by Jackal Stevens. Unbelievable. Catena flat on the mat. Stevens making his way back to his feet, but Catena wisely knocking that ladder over and out of the way.
Anthony Catena here trying to get to his feet. Jackal Stevens, Anthony Catena, both men far from 100%. As Stevens now picks up Catena, has him up, suplexes him up and over. And now the champion looking to put that ladder in position perhaps. Oh no, more damage could be done now.
That's going to certainly do damage to the back of Catena.
Absolutely nothing Catena can do about it. Signature Jackal Stevens offense right here, Dan.
Catena in trouble. Stevens must capitalize now.
And Jackal now. He's going upstairs. He's in high-risk territory. This is sort of unfamiliar water for him. And Catena trying to put a stop to it. Connects with a big right. And a European uppercut. Anthony Catena now. He grabs the ladder. He could be looking to make an ascent.
No, he's bringing it over to the corner and slamming Jackal Stevens' head right into the other side. What does he have in mind, Blake? Could he be looking for a superplex off the top of the ladder?
This is an extra superplex, adding about 3 or 4 feet.
I don't think he has the clearance.
I don't believe he does. These men are about to hit the ceiling here. And Stevens knocks Catena off. He falls all the way to the ground. And now Jackal
Walks right into the booth of Catena, but fires back, and they're exchanging right hands now.
And Catena goes to send Stevens into the ladder, and the champion reverses course. And now Jackal Stevens will climb. Jackal. He's up top. He's pointing at the title and Catena. What's the decision going to be?
Is he going to dive for that belt? Executed.
CCW Southeastern Championship, hanging the balance here in our main event at Bash of the Brew 7.
But Blake, look at the positioning. Catena is right in the center of the ring underneath that belt. I don't know if Stevens can put the ladder in the proper position to climb it. And it looks like those men have emerged now. Stevens dragging the ladder into place
As Catena desperately reaching for the boot of Jackal Stevens. And Jackal now trying to climb. He's kicked off. And Jackal, he's very close here. Catena, and he's gonna powerbomb him. What a move!
Excellently done. Catena yanked him off that ladder, right in the powerbomb position, caught him, and drove him into the mat. And that's just what he needed to do to put Stevens down flat on his back, get him off that ladder. Now Catena looking towards the ladder, and he could be going up, and no, he opts not to, Blake. He grabs a hold of Jackal Stevens by the trunks and by the hair and throws him out of the ring, and now is his opportunity.
Dan, we were wondering if that may have been a mistake, but Catena just created some time for himself. But Jackal Stevens is emerging, and Anthony Catena does not see behind him.
No, and he also doesn't have that ladder in the proper position.
And Stevens gonna climb with Catena here. Something has to give.
He looks like he'd be going for an Olympic slam. He does! He
Right
nailed
off the
it!
ladder! Unbelievable!
Now's the opportunity for Stevens. Pull that ladder back under that belt and go climbing. Catena to the outside.
As Anthony Catena trying to get back into the ring, Jackal Stevens reaching for the heavens. The title about 15 feet above his head.
Catena now on the near side has another ladder blade.
Indeed it does. And the 6-tool product here.
Stevens moving that ladder into position. Catena on the outside with a second ladder. But it will be to no avail if he doesn't get back in the ring. Oh, and he just jammed him in there with a ladder. Stevens falling off.
Heads up move by Catena. And Catena here.
Stevens trying to pick up that second ladder.
With some big swings. And Stevens now gets planted. And Catena bringing that second ladder right across the small of the back of the champion.
And Stevens is in deep trouble now. Catena clutching his elbow though. So many injuries could take place in a match like this, Blake. And each one of them can stop the competitor from reaching the top of that ladder. Now Catena trying to set up that second ladder. It seems to be jammed up on him though, Blake.
And Catena now stomping away on Jackal Stevens.
And we could have a race to the top. Catena climbing.
Dueling ladders
Stevens
here.
climbing.
Catena on the near side. Stevens on the far side.
They're both within reach of that belt. Right hand by Jackal.
Stevens and Catena exchanging blows. Both men in a precarious
They
position.
both have the belt in their hands.
What's going to give here, Dan? Both men in possession of the title. Stevens pushes Catena off through the table.
All Stevens got to do now is reach up and grab that title. The fans are on their feet.
Jackal Stevens
Brewing Company is coming unglued.
He senses it. The win literally within reach.
He pulls it off. He's going at it. And the winner of the match, Jackal Stevens retains.
What a win for Jackal Stevens, overcoming the odds and retaining the Southeastern Championship. What a main event here at Bash of the Brew 7.
Tremendous victory. What a way to cap it all off, Blake. Jackal retains. Catena driven through that table. What a match. What a night. And Unbranded Brewing Company, Bash of the Brew number 7, has been all that was promised. CCW delivers once again.
Get ready, South Florida, for the most fun you've ever had getting scared. Voted number 1 haunted house, Enigma Haunt in Boca Raton. Buy tickets now
Boca Stone Design. From fabrication to installation of natural stone and quartz. Sick of seeing the same old kitchen? Revamp with us. Call us today or check us out online at bocastonedesign.com.
Cha-Cha Charlie can't dance. Wow, that is correct.
You stole something that doesn't belong to you, and that's my cha-cha hat.
Mama Charlie, Cha-Cha Charlie's mom, duh. I taught Cha-Cha Charlie all of his moves. You know, I've recently realized I've been a real asshole to Cha-Cha Charlie over the past few months, and I'm feeling pretty guilty about it. So instead of promoting our upcoming match at Bash at the Brew 9 on October 2nd with some more slander, I've decided I want to do something nice for a change. On September 8th, Cha-Cha Charlie made this disgruntled post about not being included on this year's PWI 500. So I flew out to an undisclosed location and scored an interview with the chairman of the PWI 500 himself to discuss why everyone's favorite dancing wrestler wasn't included on this year's PWI 500. Check it out. Mark, I really appreciate you carving out some time in your very busy schedule. I know you were playing a very intense game of SmackDown vs. Raw before I got in here, so I appreciate your time. No problem, dude. You want to play? I can get you a controller. Ma, give me a controller. I finally got company. It's fine, bro. Honestly, I'm here for one thing. I'm trying to find out why Cha-Cha Charlie was not included on this year's PWI 500. According to a recent post he made, he said, and I quote, he's had 70 matches just in 2021. He's put more asses in seats than any indie wrestler, and he puts on a top-notch performance that gets them out of said seats. Mark, how is this guy not number one? To be honest, man, we see a lot of wrestlers, so I don't remember Cha-Cha Charlie, but let me take a look at my notebook, see if I have anything on him. C. A. B. Ha! Here it is. I wrote it on an Arby's napkin. It says here, because he fucking sucks. That's it? Yes, that's it. Well, thank you for your time, Mark.
Do you want to be a mark? Or do you want to leave a mark?
I'm smarter than the average bear.